Hi, I'm Sujaya Mahesh, owner and founder of brand Samiksha, and I got into this being a designer accidentally. I was a professor in home science for many years, and then I decided that I have to do something on my own. And I've always fascinated by fabrics and hand embroidery. So I thought I will put all these together and be a creative brand where there is more emphasis on hand skills of artisan. When I buy saris, I look at the texture and the color, and I would decide whether it would be hand embroidered or hand painted or bone painted or block printed. So depending upon the factors I said before, so I chose this sari because it has got a very olive green color, and the forest theme would come out very well on this sari. And then I spoke to my Gond artist, and he said, yes ma'am, it will look very nice. So that is why all the Gond, as you know, Gond painting is depicting the forest scene. So forest generally has trees, birds, flowers, animals, and so many things, and here we have only used trees and birds. So this is like a journey of a bird. From the tree it is flying away, and then again nesting on some trees in between, and it's a very beautiful sari because the color is going very well, and the pallu is got a very grand depiction of a forest, how it would look like. Samiksha embodies things which are not available around, so we decided to use lot of hand embroideries, and basically which are embroidered by women. And we generally we may get artisans who are raw, so we have to train and keep doing skill updation as and when it is required. And we choose embroideries again depending upon the fabric or the sari that I have chosen. And this particular one is a Kutch embroidery, and I chose this particular color because it sort of depicts the desert and very dull muted colors. And then on that we have used Kutch embroidery as a full border, and these kind of borders takes a lot of time to do, because in this, if you take one single motif may take about 10 minutes. I'm being very precise because I do embroidery even today, and also when I have to train women, I have to show them how it is done and how it has to be done perfectly. And the colors we have chosen here is very muted, which is blending with the sari color, and it also has a bit of zari, which is not hitting the eye, and it's going very well with the sari.
This is a traditional patchwork.
Yeah, it's a traditional patchwork. We have not added mirrors in this, even though it goes with patchwork. Only in the pallu we have added some mirrors just to add some shine. This is again a sari with patchwork and a rust with the attached border. We have added this border so that it gives a different theme and different meaning to the sari. Even the sari is tassa. The border that we have used is a checks kanjivaram silk piece. And here we have not done the embroidery on the sari. We have used two different techniques. One is patchwork that has been applied onto the sari. So whenever suppose somebody doesn't want it, they can always remove the applique and do something else. So these have been done by our artisans. Whenever they have work, we give them fabric so that they can keep doing, and we could use it somewhere. So all these patches could be used on a sari or a blouse or a dupatta, anywhere it could be used. So our artisans, we don't want to keep them empty. Sometimes, some seasons we don't have orders. So in that time we make them do these patches, and these could be converted into saris like. This sari is very dear to my heart because the border piece that you can see is a ikat raw silk, which is in very sober and muted colors. And when somebody passed on these pieces to me saying that they have no use for me, so because of that I had to acquire this sari which will blend with the colors of the borders in the ikat. So I got this desi tussar which has brownish shades, and then we attached the border on the sari, And then we did mirror work, which is very famous from Gujarat and Rajasthan. And the pallu is how you can see it is all the pieces that we put together because we didn't want to waste anything, and also we have to be sustainable when we are designing things. So we had to do this and join everything and then give a embroidery stitch in between so that the joining also doesn't look very jarring. And then we added mirrors using the same colors that is there in the ikat pieces. So now I'm going to show you two Lambani embroidery saris. Lambanis are people who are nomads who move from place to place, and this is from Lambanis from Karnataka who do the embroidery, and these are all their traditional motifs and borders, and this is done on a khadi, khadar or whatever you say, pure khadi, and these are the motifs which are not very bright and going very well with the sari colors. And this is another sari Lambani embroidery, and this is a Illikal cotton sari from Karnataka, and you can see the difference of the colors. And this is a very short color sari, the honey color, and this is a very elaborate pallu in Lambani embroidery, whereas this one is not so elaborate. It all depends on the kind of saris that we use or choose to do the embroidery. And they are very famous for their tassels, which are very colorful because they love colorful threads to be used on a sari. That is their like a signature mark.
So you work with the Lambani community?
Yes.
So you continue to work with it?
Yes. Now I'm going to show you a sari which is sari is Indian, but the embroidery is from Brazil. So this is a Madurai silk which I happened to get from a khadi store from Madurai, and these embroideries, the embroidery is from Brazil, like I said before, and it uses a different kind of stitches and which has got a 3D effect, and it is also known as 3-dimensional embroidery. And this is the pallu, and we have used throughout the sari as a motif in the border, and we have used two kinds of borders to bring out the colors in the embroidery threads. So you're going to ask a question.
Are your saris
Fabric that we use, suppose the silk is referred to as luxurious fabric, and sustainable, yeah, they are going to sustain for a long time, and cottons are also said to be sustainable, but we try to be as sustainable as possible, and we are trying to make artisans work who are not going to be around for a long time if the second generation doesn't take up these work. So this is a hand painted Madhubani sari on a tussar silk. It has a woven border, and then we have used Madhubani typical paintings, like it could be Gonda, Madhubani, any of these. They have their own typical motifs, and this has a lot of butterflies and elephants, and these are all related to Indian mythology. So they try to bring out their. So when I work with the artisans of Madhubani or Gond, so I give them the free hand as to I give them the sari and I give them a brief about what do they think about what they should be painting on this. And basically we use the similar colors that is in the sari. I don't want anything very jarring, and it should go well with or blend well with the sari. So this is the kind of sari I would think would look very luxurious when worn well with proper accessories.